Hey pilots, DrainMan here, and today I have got a very special video. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the very first look at the all-new HGLRC Wind 5 Lite. And this here is a bind and fly. They write BNF on it, which means bind and fly, and what that means is straight out of the box, we bind it to our radio and we head to the sky. So in this video, we are going to open it up, check it out, and we are going to do just that. We're going to bind it and we're going to fly it, and we're going to find out today if you need one of these on your drone wall. Let's go. Alright pilots, so the bind and fly by HGLRC, known as the Wind 5 Lite, and not light like L-I-G-H-T, light like L-I-T-E, and what that stands for is light. But light like the light like a feather, not light like a light that shines light. That's ridiculous. On my wall already, I have an HGLRC Wind 5 Lite frame, and I reviewed this frame, and it was an awesome review, and it was an awesome frame. And I heard a ton of feedback. I got tons of emails. All the guys wanted to see this built, and they want to see it in the sky. But what better way to get this built and in the sky than a bind and fly built by HGLRC with HGLRC products, motors, parts, everything ready to go all in one box. All right, so before we crack this open, I want to show you right here, we've got our sticker where it says HGLRC Wind 5 Lite BNF 6S. They asked me, do you want 4S or 6S? I chose 6S because just dominantly that's the batteries that I have, but it's nice for you guys to have the option. You buy it in whichever one you want. Now also, it comes with a Predator 5. That is a Foxier camera, and it is new and it is hot, and it's doing even better than other cameras are flying during the night or on cloudy days, especially if you're a racer and you're trying to see your gates, or you just want to freestyle with it, but you want to see the branch before you hit it. Now, you've got options for your colors. You can get it in blue or gold. My box says golden. I asked for blue. We'll have to see what happens there. Your motor size is a 2207.5. That is a beautiful motor size. And then you get to choose your KV, which also is what chooses whether you're getting a 4S or a 6S. You can get this guy in a 1700, in a 1900, or a 2550 KV. Now, other than the 1700, the 19 for 6S and the 2550 KV for 4S is a very high KV, especially for a drone that has the word light on the end. That means that this drone is probably not going to weigh very much, and then if you put high KV, this thing is going to be a real rocket. So let's go ahead and crack the box and see what's inside. So, right off the ripski, we see we've got ourselves some propellers. These are the Gemfan Hurricane 51466, and that's very important because when you get a compact drone like this guy's not very big. When you get a guy of that small compact size, the very first thing you want to know, or at least I want to know, is can it handle 5.1 props? Those are very popular, and if you like them and you fly them and you've got a ton of props that are 5.1, you want to know, can the drone handle them? You don't need props that are smacking your standoffs every time they spin around. That's no bueno. So it's good for you to know that this can handle up to a 5.2 prop, which is not a very common size, but the 5.1 got you covered. So it looks like there's 2 bags of those. Those are the Kebab FPVs, and we pop out our foam, and oh my gosh. Woo! All right, holy moly. Now we've also got our TPU, and that gets you a little shark fin like you see right here, and that's great for the racer. That means when you crash and you're upside down and you want to turtle, you're not going to be completely flat in the grass, unable to spin your props, and do your turtle mode and get back over. 2 battery straps, zip ties, instructions, and a sticker pack. And as always with HGLRC, you get your quality check pass coupon code deal. It's not a coupon code, but when you see that guy, you know that they took the time to bind it, fly it, turn it on, test it, check it, arm it. You know that it works. You're not getting a dud. Some of these cheaper companies are putting them in the box, shipping them out, and you turn them on for the first time and you get to work out all the bugs. They do that for you. Also, we got ourselves some spare screws and prop nuts. And I do need these, so I'm going to take these out right now because we're going to take this thing for a spin, and I'm going to need all 4 of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and twist mine on real quick. All right. And then you've got yourself 5, 10, like 15 spare screws. So that's that. That's everything that comes in the box. There's not a ton of stuff because you don't need a ton of stuff. You've got the drone built, ready to go. Now, it's very important that you know when you purchase this, you do have the option to do what's called PNP, and that means plug and play. Now, the difference between plug and play and BNF, which is bind and fly, is that one comes with a receiver and one does not. When you go to get a BNF, which is what this is, and you have the option for, I don't know, an XM and then an XM Plus, I mean, you're in bad shape because what if you don't fly that, or what if you don't like that, or what if you don't even have that radio? It kind of puts you in a bad spot. This guy here, and working with HGLRC, you've got tons of options. You've got R9 options, TBS Crossfire options, you've got the AC2000, you have got options, RXSR, all of it. You pick, they put it in, you're ready to go. So what did I go with? I went with Crossfire. I like Crossfire. If I'm not flying DJI, I'm flying Crossfire. And you can see right here, they zip tied it to the bottom. And holy cow, does that look good. They did a nice job. It's out of the way. I don't have to worry about it getting hit by the props, nothing. All right, so we talked about the box saying golden, and as you can see, this thing is not golden. These are beautiful, beautiful blue motors, and these are called the Aeolus. Aeolus. I can't pronounce it, but it's spelled A-E-L-O-U-S. I can't spell it either. It's spelled A-E-O-L-U-S, which is the Aeolus. And what that means is it is a Greek term for a very fast, nimble man. So these motors, I'm assuming, are going to be fast and nimble. I think it's a really cool name. I just need to learn how to pronounce it better. One solid piece of a beautiful blue color, and I love that color. That's what comes on the Vannies. And right here, you can see we've kind of got like a roundness to it. Now, right out the back, you've got a capacitor. That's very, very important. A lot of guys building drones don't know that that makes a very big difference. So when you get it ready to fly and it's got one in it, that's very, very important. On the back, we're rocking the hammer. This is the stubby hammer. You do have a brace on the front and back, and I don't care who you are or what you say, that makes a large, large difference. When this thing crashes versus any other frame that does not have a brace, it is going to take that impact better than 99% of any other drone that does not have that brace. This is built for racing. This is a small, fast racer. High KV, super lightweight, arm braces, and the look of it is just, I mean, to me personally, I love it. It has that look that we were talking about. Pew! You know, the sugar glider look. It is XT60 connector. You do have your battery pad on the bottom. This is a bottom mount quadcopter. Most racers are. The freestyles, they tend to put their batteries on top. I guess if you really wanted to, you could probably toilet bowl it and get away with it. I don't know. You'd have to give it a shot. Looks like they put the receiver right here. That was a really smart idea. And then you've got your Immortal T on the bottom. Now, if you were going to run any other antenna, I would imagine you could strap to these guys right here, and that would work out perfectly. Now, they did put some type of little velvet strap holding down your motor wires so they're not coming up to where your props are spinning. I do want to crack the hood and take a quick look underneath. Hit it with my driver. Now, if you build a lot of drones and you do not have the driver, you're slacking. If you're unsure if you want the driver, I've got a video on the driver. I'll link it. Go check it out. All right, so popping the hood and looking underneath. Wow, look at that. That is a very, very interesting looking VTX. Look at that. It jumps across the 30 by 30 pattern, is it? No, it's not. It's jumping across a 20 by 20. UFL connection, VTX button right there. Look at that. Everything is soft mounted. Really nice. Look at that. Whoo! I think my gyro is going to like that. Looky here. All right, what else we got? We've got some extra stuff in here. What is this? That is a lot of extra wire. We could probably thin some of that out, but hey, it's in there and it's none of my business. Let me put it back. Okay, so looking underneath the VTX, we have the F722 micro or mini, because it's a 20 by 20 design, but that is an F7 flight controller. Super, super fast, super, super powerful, ton of features, and the price is out of this world. That is the F722 Zeus by HGLRC. If you are looking for a good, strong, fast flight controller, that right there will have your name on it. Now, underneath that guy, which you can see right here, they've looped around the back for the motor wires so they're not all sticking out right here, which is really nice by design. But that is a 45 amp Zeus ESC with the STM32F05 microcontrollers on them. So we're F7 now and we are F05. That is awesome. Now we've got gold plated screws, we've got gold plated mounting screws, and we've even got a gold plated USB connector right there. Up top is my Crossfire Nano. If you don't know how to bind your Crossfire Nano, you don't know how to install it or connect it, I've got a video on that. I'll link that for you just in case you bought this guy as a PNP and you want to be able to put it in on your own. I'll have that plugged in for you. All right, so that's your drone. It's full of power, full of specs, and very lightweight. This thing is going to be super fast. All right, now looking at my camera, I can see that my camera tilt it's up there. And I don't think it goes any lower. All right, let's put a battery strap on it real quick. Let's see where that goes. So you get some nice leather battery straps by HGLRC, and they're black, so they match. That's nice. All right, it doesn't go through the bottom. You have got to go under your ESC, which is perfectly fine. Look at that. They left us plenty of space. Loop around, clip. Look at that. Very nice. All right, so I'm gonna grab myself a 6S pack. This is a Bosch 1100 75C Speed Demon. This is a very, very awesome battery. I get tons of flight time out of it, but they are recommending 1300 to 1600 just because this thing's so light, you have the capacity to do that. And I do want to throw it on the scale. HGLRC Sector V3 DJI Edition. No battery, no GoPro, but let's see what does it weigh. Holy cow, 467 grams. That's actually really not that heavy. All up weight probably puts you around 6. And if you're running a heavier build, some of the Apexes, Aliens, some of them guys are 650, 700. They can get real heavy. Let's take a look at this guy and see what it weighs. Woo! 302 grams. That puts this at over 150 grams lighter. This thing is going to be a rocket. The VTX on this guy is running at about 350 milliwatts. If you're going to use it for racing as intended, you don't need any more than 25 milliwatts or you will really start to disturb the other pilots that are flying. That guy right here is the Zeus VTX Nano by HGLRC, and you saw the design. It is a very cool design. It jumps across a 20 by 20 pattern at like an angle right there inside of your stack screws. That's pretty awesome. So it's lightweight. It's getting plenty of air, not in the way. You don't even need like an extra platform or something to put it on. It can go right on top of your standoff screws, which are already there, already holding your stack. Can't beat it. Alright pilots, so I am out in the field now. I want to go ahead and do a hover test. Nothing special, nothing crazy. We're just going to give it a little hover, that way you can see the drone flying, because once we get into the FPV footage, you won't get to actually see the drone. So I figure with a little hover test, you can see the drone, see what it flies like, and just see what it looks like. And I also want to mention that as soon as I powered it up, I wanted to get my VTX up to the highest milliwatts possible because I'm flying by myself and I'm not racing. So I want the maximum distance and video power possible. So I went ahead and jumped into my Lua Scripts. Lo and behold, they're set up and working perfectly right out of the box. So that is awesome, and I'll go ahead and I'll show you what that looks like real quick. So normally for Lua Scripts, you would set it up so that it's on one of your screens and then you would hold down page. Well, as you can see here, it's telling me to go use the tools. This is part of the new OpenTX firmware for the radio, and we are running the latest firmware, so that's why it's telling us this. Also rocking the Crossfire Micro V2 has kind of played a role in this. So if I head over to the tools by holding menu, I've got all my tools here, and I'll head down to Betaflight Setup, and sure enough, here's all of my Lua Scripts. I can change my rates. I mean, I can literally do everything I want without Betaflight. So that is super awesome that right out of the box, that comes set up and ready to go. Woo! Okay, that is awesome. Alright, so for all of my pilots who don't like to get into tweaking and tuning and settings and tinkering and all that stuff, this is right out of the box. I have not touched anything. I mean, I set up my Lua Scripts, which I really didn't have to set up, but I turned them on. I turned on my milliwatts all the way up, and then I put my rates on it. That's it. Let's see what happens. Oh my gosh! This camera puts out beautiful footage. Holy moly. Alright, let's see what we got. Who's ready? Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, we are arm temperature is high. Oh my gosh. Holy cow, this thing is fast. Okay, hold up. I gotta get comfortable. Dang, this thing is quick. I'm gonna have to look up high if I want to just do a nice little hover. Wow, look at this. This thing is freaking, shoo. This thing is dying for speed. Oh my god. For the guys who like a fast quad, holy moly. I'm afraid to get up close and personal. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Easy, Win 5. Oh my god. Ooh. Dude, this thing is nuts. Whew. Alright, my goggles are fogging up. This thing just wants to fly. Alright, so if you bought this just like this, you need to go ahead and turn off the camera OSD, because we don't need that. Wow! Can you hear that? Holy cow, this thing turns on a dime. This is a racing drone for sure. Wow. Wow. Okay, my goggles are completely fogged out. Okay, I gotta wipe my goggles. I can't see. Oh my god, this thing is stupid fast. This is dangerously fast. If you are looking for a fast drone, I'm telling you now, that's your guy. Alrighty, round 2. Because this thing is just so damn fast. Whew. Alright, you guys want to open her up? Let's see how she does. Alright, so I'm way over here in the back, and my video is perfectly fine. Look at this, way out here. Oh man, I think I put on a dead battery. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I? Oh man, you could easily freestyle with this drone too. But it would be... Dude, the turns on this thing are insane. Boom. Insane. Insane in the membrane. It's hard just to slow down. Alright, for the guys want a racing drone. That's what we got here. Oh, shoot. Oh, damn. I like went to land, it just gave a tiny bit of throttle and she shot. Alright, well anyways, if you guys are looking for a fast racing drone, this is your guy.